For over 10,000 cycles, the Vrake Dominion stood unchallenged. Their muscular frames of living obsidian, reflexes honed to the edge of physics, and minds genetically engineered for warfare made them the undisputed apex of the galaxy. Worlds fell, empires crumbled, resistance, futile, until they met humanity. It began with a scout ship routine patrol in the Outer Rim. A minor signal flared from a blue-green world catalogued as unremarkable. The Vrake captain, Rulkas, initiated contact only to find his transmission ignored. No groveling, no submission, just silence. His pride wounded, he sent an armed contingent to the planet's surface. Only 3 minutes passed before the screams began. The squad had landed outside what the humans called a military base. Within 60 seconds, their dropship was melted by what Earth called close air support. The Vrake, unaccustomed to being ambushed, never anticipated tactics that relied on unpredictability, emotion, and improvisation. Out of the 9 warriors, only one survived, barely. His last transmission, "They laughed. While we bled." The Dominion sent a war fleet. Admiral Sorval of the Vrake Armada gazed coldly at the human planet through the viewport. Over 200 war cruisers hovered in orbit, enough to vaporize the sun. He issued a final offer of surrender. The reply came not in the form of diplomacy but in music. The humans broadcasted a strange, rhythmic roar over all frequencies. Later analysis identified it as a song, Thunderstruck. The Vrake couldn't understand it, but they felt it. A primal warning hidden within electric wails and pounding percussion. Something ancient. The humans weren't asking for mercy. They were declaring war. Within weeks, the Vrake started losing territory. Then they started losing ships. The humans had reverse-engineered Vrake tech, something believed impossible. They didn't just copy it. They made it better, faster, smaller, and they weaponized it with terrifying creativity. One incident involved a group of human engineers duct-taping an antimatter core to a stolen Vrake drop pod and launching it into a command ship. The explosion lit up 3 moons. When asked why they did it, the human reply was, the first strike was meant to cripple Earth's orbital defenses. Instead, it revealed something far worse. Humanity had none. Yet as Vrake drop pods rained down, they encountered a resistance more vicious than anything in recorded history. Civilians fought with homemade weapons. Soldiers used terrain, weather, and even psychology as weapons. Vrake honor was countered with human spite. Where the Vrake planned, humans adapted. When Vrake troops fell back to regroup, humans chased, laughing like madmen. Sorval watched footage of a single seemed like a good idea at the time. Back in the Dominion capital, fear spread. For the first time in Vrake history, propaganda could not conceal the truth. The humans weren't stronger. They were something else entirely. Unpredictable, illogical, absolutely insane. And worst of all, they were enjoying the war. Vrake psychology couldn't comprehend fighting without a survival instinct. But humans? They fought because someone looked at Earth the wrong way. They fought because someone hurt their neighbor. They fought because someone said they couldn't. The tipping point came when a human diplomat was invited to a truce meeting. He arrived alone, unarmed. The Vrake scoffed until he spoke. "You're not the strongest species in the galaxy. You're just the loudest one that hasn't pissed off the wrong neighbor. Until now." The room went silent. "And just so we're clear," he continued, calmly sipping a glass of bourbon, "this isn't even our full military. We're still arguing back home whether we should go all in." He stood, adjusted his tie, and smiled. "You should hope the answer's no. The war didn't end. It evaporated. The Vrake retreated from Earth, then from its sector, then from the galaxy's core worlds altogether. Not out of defeat, but fear, pure, unfiltered terror of what would happen if humanity got bored. The Dominion collapsed within 2 standard years. Former subjugated species rose in rebellion, inspired by Earth's defiance. Some allies